for all the examples we've seen. Him suing Showtime for $300 million, him foreclosing on multiple properties, him losing on investments on multiple properties, him buying a lot of depreciating assets, and him all of a sudden looking to box very much in the year 2026. Floyd losing money Mayweather, as the chatter says, is in dire straits financially. Now again, is he got more money than me? Yeah, but he also spends a lot more money than me, which is why I thought him coming back to fight Manny Pacquiao, I mean, it made dollars, so sure, it makes sense. But for him to put his pro record on the line means this is really bad for Floyd. Well, turns out it could be as bad as we thought, or potentially worse. Or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys. Or Floyd Mayweather is trying to Netflix.
Obviously, signing multiple deals and getting in advance and having them pay you ahead of the fight. I mean, like, is that normal? Does that happen?
I mean, you
nah.
Hey, yeah. Ocho, I've known players that they burn through their money. They take out an advance on next year's salary.
Nah.
Yes, you at this age, you gonna put that undefeated record on the line? That's his whole thing, Ocho. The whole thing is undefeated.
Yeah.
The whole time. That's why he said it. No. Manny said, no. I want to be the one to put that one on there. I want to put that blemish on that record. No. This ain't no expedition.
Boxing fans are furious after new details came out about how Floyd Mayweather treated the Manny Pacquiao rematch. Pacquiao has now spoken out and says Mayweather took an early payment for a real fight. He is now saying no more delays, and if Mayweather does not agree, the exhibition match is off.
He signed a real fight, and I signed a real fight. He got his advance, so there's no reason to make excuses of that. So that's true. Well, we all look forward to that fight. I mean, he signed a real fight, and he got his advance. So then now makes it.
Statements go against what Netflix announced on February 23rd, which was a professional rematch with his 50-0 record on the line for more than 325 million subscribers. Both boxers and their own promotions officially agreed to this fight.
Everybody don't get it.
Ocho, you got to, and I understand, Chat, I understand about taxes. Uncle Sam, the only mofo that don't work and get half your money.
Hello.
He don't do ish. But got his hand stuck out. And I get it. I hate paying that quarterly payment. I hate it. But you ain't come to get my stuff.
Hey, what you telling? Listen, it's a select few, You hear me, Uncle Joe? It's a select few that sit high.
Mayweather is avoiding a real professional rematch with Manny just to keep his undefeated record safe. This shows how fragile his pride really is. People are now calling out his lifestyle as the true threat to his legacy.
He lives life. You look at the way he does things, the entourage, the women, the jewelry, the bags. It's almost impossible, and you would understand that, Joe. You would also understand it. It's impossible to maintain a lifestyle like that when you're not still fighting.
Unless you got $200-300 million coming in.
It's impossible. You know? I mean,
because you got money going out and ain't got
well, you don't have enough coming in to maintain it.
I don't care how much you make, Ocho. How much did you keep?
Right. There you go.
It ain't how much you make, it's how much you keep. So imagine you make $1 billion. So in other words, he lives in Vegas. If he made $1 billion, he made $630 million. Now that's what he made. What is his lifestyle? Well, you got 2 jets. You got people, you know, and they say that.
Hoya says Mayweather breaks contracts and lies. He believes the real reason there is no rematch is that Floyd fears losing his 50-0 record. Oscar even says Floyd's own father thought Oscar won their first fight. He tells Mayweather it is time to show some real courage.
All the news on Mayweather, Pacquiao, potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this, Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O. Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day.
Oscar de la Hoya is making fun of Mayweather for avoiding a real fight with Pacquiao, especially since their contract has a rematch clause. He says Floyd retired only to protect his 50-0 record. Now Oscar says he would take a rematch or even fight Jake Paul and calls Floyd afraid of Manny.
I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous man. I can take on King Kong if I want and beat his ass.
Situation is getting worse. Manny Pacquiao says Floyd already took his advance payment, so there can be no more excuses. Boxing experts say this is one of the most unprofessional rematch lead-ups ever. Wade Plemons believes something dishonest is happening behind closed doors and thinks Floyd may be trying to trick Netflix by causing all this trouble.
Professional things you could do, not trying to point to Netflix or whoever else put this together, but something is off. Something's completely off because you got one person saying, this is a real fight. You got the promotion saying, this is a real fight. You got Floyd Mayweather saying, no, this is an exhibition. There's two things that are happening here. Either somebody messed up in paperwork or in communication or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to Netflix. That is the only two things that can be possible here. Because we then get the report, as of yesterday, that Floyd Mayweather has already taken a cash advance payment of his purse.
ESPN reports the rematch is now in big trouble because Mayweather has already been paid in advance, and that is making boxing experts suspicious. Weed says yes, an upfront fee does happen sometimes, but paying Floyd this way is just strange.
It currently being in jeopardy. I don't even know how that's possible. Who gave him a cash advance before they even got to the fight? I understand like paying some up front to secure the fight, but paying everything? Maybe it's not what it is. Maybe the cash advance is like partially, but still, what? So if this is to be believed, and this is via ESPN, this is not, random Twitter person reporting this. I think Mike Coppinger also reported the same thing. If this is to be believed, Floyd took a cash advance and then undermined the promotion of his own fight to try to protect his 50-0 record.
It is not the first time Mayweather has tried to get out of a situation his own way. Weed remembers seeing it happen live. Floyd once arrived at a venue and still refused to fight unless they gave him a huge amount of money.
For years. He has done this for years, especially after his pro career. When he was doing these exhibitions, he would not show up to things he was obligated to do, take advances. Even the Deji fight, you can ask Deji, I was there. Floyd demanded that they pay him some insane amount of money or he wasn't going to fight Deji while he was at the venue. And they wanted to change gloves and do all this stuff. And I think they actually did it. They paid Floyd to do it. And I've seen this with a bunch of his exhibitions. And obviously we know about the Logan Paul situation, how Floyd shopped his fight to a different company after essentially royalty, like Prince whoever in Dubai, and stole his money.
The boxing world is exploding as Max Kellerman and Mike Coer share their views. They believe Mayweather is trying to find a clean exit while avoiding blame to save his reputation. Experts have warned that this move damages his legacy. With a broken contract and Netflix paying attention, there could be serious fallout.
Going to be at the Sphere, so I'm not sure what Floyd is talking about. I don't know if Floyd got bad advice, but he's contracted, so it would be a breach if not.
I think what puts a damper on Mayweather-Pacquiao 2 was Mayweather-Pacquiao 1. The big letdown of a fight.
That's another damper.
But this is like, all you have to ask yourself, Gabe, to me about when a fight is made is, are you going to watch it live or not? When it's on, are you going to watch it, yes or no?
I'm definitely watching.
Yeah, me too. So like everyone can shut up, right? Because we're all going to watch.
But I would not watch it if it's an exhibition, not necessarily live.
Yeah, you would. You still watch it.
I don't really watch all the exhibitions live.
But whenever they call it, you're going to watch it. But you're right.
Max Kellerman says the real reason Mayweather is avoiding a professional fight is simply fear. He wants to keep that perfect record safe. Other boxing legends came back and lost. Kellerman notes that Pacquiao just went the full distance with a younger fighter named Barrios. Mayweather, who is past his best, is creating this whole mess just to avoid one single loss.
Is right at that age, almost 50, where guys fall off a cliff.
Yep.
And he has the undefeated record to protect.
And
right?
it's Mayweather's identity, right? That's its whole identity.
That's why Mayweather doesn't want it to be a pro
exactly.
fight, because you want to just safeguard that record.
50 knows a big thing, and if you lose that, it's like, okay, Floyd, you know, so. But I would make an expedition, because who's not gonna watch it?
It's not up to him. He already signed a contract. It's a real fight.
That's what I don't get. How you sign a contract
I'll
and
tell
you
you
saying
something
it's
about
not?
retiring undefeated. It's interesting. You can retire. A lot of guys have passed Rocky Marciano 49-0. But then they kept fighting and they lost. Chavez. Right? Yeah, Chavez is one. There have been others. By the way, Rocky Marciano was training for a comeback when Floyd Patterson was champion. And I have no way, because
The rematch is barely holding together. Gabe Rosado believes someone told Mayweather to stay away from a professional fight, but with money problems growing, he took the deal anyway. Reports say Floyd took his payment up front and is now searching for a way out to protect his undefeated record.
Being that it's an official pro fight,
I do, Gabe.
Floyd was probably not advised.
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, look, obviously Floyd, covets his record and certainly doesn't want to lose it, losing a fight when he's, way past his prime and not even active. But he needs the money, clearly. We've seen what's in the news, and, I'm not in his pockets or anything, but he's going to make a lot of money, and rightfully so. I don't see him turning down a major payday over this, but it will bear watching. And also, I'm told that further to that, Pacquiao has no interest in this if it's not a real fight.
If I'm Floyd, I'm not fighting unless it's just a regular. If it's a pro fight, I'm not. Why would I do it? I'm old.
Because you need the money.
I don't know if he needs. I ain't getting the man.
Assuming he does.
I don't know if he needs the money or not.
Let's assume he does. That's why he's coming back. Just assume.
Mathur went even further by showing proof and reading the contract out loud. It clearly states the rematch is professional and officially approved. He pointed out that the word professional appears 11 times. Floyd Mayweather Jr. signed it and already took his advance payment. Interview 13. All of this only makes people think Floyd really is broke. Jay Mathur has now given Floyd a final chance to clean up the mess while making it clear that a contract breach has already happened. It is unfortunate that things have ended up like this.
Okay. The main event bout of the boxing program will be a boxing match between Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. The match will be a professional and sanctioned match and shall count on the official professional records of Mayweather and Pacquiao, and the final rules for which shall be subject to the mutual agreement of Pacquiao and Mayweather and subject to further approval of Netflix.
Okay, so I don't hear exhibition nowhere near in that statement.
The word professional is in this contract 11 times.
Oh, wow.
Another part, and which will be a professional and sanctioned boxing match and shall count on the...
Netflix may be preparing to sue Floyd Mayweather Jr. over this broken contract, which once again brings attention to his unstable finances after retirement. Those problems include a reported $1.5 million dispute linked to Logan Paul and other unpaid debts. A shocked Mike Tyson said it best. Without good money management, even a great boxing fortune can vanish quickly.
That has come to what has come to. Obviously, when we first heard about him having a 3-fight deal, we understood why he's having a 3-fight deal. I gave my name to people that he could have fought, that could have helped him if he was in financial crisis and needed to recoup some of that money back. And Manny Pacquiao was one of the names. It's crazy that it's even got to this point. I don't even know what to think about it at this point. Obviously, signing multiple deals and getting in advance and having them pay you ahead of the fight. I mean, is that normal?
Wade's claim that Floyd might be trying to trick Netflix is the most shocking part of this whole drama. Some fans have actually started to feel sorry for Floyd, but critics are not buying it. They have renamed him Pity Mayweather instead of Money Mayweather. Adding to the tension, Wade Plemons says Floyd is quietly selling off properties at very low prices just to stay afloat with growing debts and lawsuits. Whether it is Netflix Showtime or his own legal issues, the financial and reputational pressure on the boxing legend keeps getting worse. He built this perfect place in Vegas thinking he would sell it.
I don't know anything about no network still. I used to have problems with HBO because we had problems. It was a promoter problem. But the fact is, It's his life to live it the way he live it. It may not be the right life, but it's his life to live the way he wants. And nobody could say anything about it. They're making a big joke about his life and he owes money. He's a human being, make mistakes. People don't understand it's the art in saving money. You handle money, you don't understand the art of saving money, you're screwed. And you could be anybody. You could be a little kid, you could be the smartest person in the world. It's an art in handling money.
He is buckling under serious financial pressure. He points to a $340 million lawsuit that Floyd reportedly ignored along with unpaid tax bills, suggesting his wealth is not as solid as people believe. This is happening while he plans a ring comeback and a possible Pacquiao rematch.
Vegas, thinking he's going to turn it over. Like he's flipped a couple of different properties. I'll give him some credit there. I think he flipped a house in Florida from 18 to 20 mil, and he's got a place in LA that's like $25 million he's trying to sell now for like 48, which it's funny how now all of a sudden Floyd's trying to sell all of his assets. What does that tell you? He just sold his private plane as well, which I don't know what that went for, but again, he's offloading assets because he's massively in debt and owes people a lot of money. And he's trying to finance something, whether it's legal fees, whether it's other mortgages, whatever. But yeah, getting a net negative of $4 million on the house you built and then put on the market is probably the worst real estate investment you can.
Wade Plemons has revealed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. misled Logan Paul's whole team. Fan MO Boxing handled the $10 million exhibition, with Floyd promising Paul a share of the revenue. But after the event, Plemons says Floyd disappeared, leaving both the company and Paul with no information about any payments. Floyd acting like Dubai royalty is insane.
There's no other clear explanation other than, we can look through the court documents of him versus Showtime, but missing $340 million, being years and years behind on his taxes, that's clearly the motivation for this. And because Floyd obviously, he is one of the best of all time, so if he still can do it, do it. But Mike Tyson, followed by Manny Pacquiao, will get you out of a lot of financial bad situations and bad decision-making. So this is why.
Facing a possible lawsuit and growing money problems, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is in a tough spot. Boxing analysts, including Paulie Malignaggi, are turning up the pressure. Malignaggi says Floyd is not officially bankrupt, but he is dangerously over-leveraged, which makes the situation much more complicated. He insists the rematch must happen exactly under the original terms. No shortcuts, no excuses. Mayweather needs to respect his Netflix agreement and keep every promise he signed.
Dubai royalty is crazy. This is a story I also heard from Gervonta Davis when he said that Floyd owed them people in Dubai money. Some business person, some royalty in Dubai out of $10 million to stage. Remember, it was supposed to be like Floyd versus Logan on like a helipad or like on the top of the Burj Khalifa or something. It was way back, again, 5 years ago now, but that was like the initial rumblings around that fight. And what Floyd did was use Mayweather Promotions to bring them this fight and say, if you'll front us this money, we'll put this fight here. They fronted him the money. He took the money, had the fight at the Hard Rock in Miami with Fanmio instead. That was the company that put it on, Fanmio. And Logan saw none of that front end 10 mil. And the people that paid Floyd.
Paulie Malignaggi believes Floyd Mayweather Jr. actually wants this fight to be a real competitive battle, mostly because official matches bring in huge money. He says talks are still happening with several details left to finish. Malignaggi argues the fight must stay sanctioned since legal betting in the United States brings in far more money than any exhibition ever could. A legitimate matchup is simply worth more.
Back and make a bag of money, then I think the fight has to happen regardless. What other direction can you go if you're Floyd and if you really are in these kind of positions, I've been the one to say it. I don't say that Floyd is broke. I think people overuse that word. I think he's likely over-leveraged. And there's a difference between being over-leveraged and being broke. Being over-leveraged, if you're not careful, can lead you to being broke. But being over-leveraged also you can just rebound and make a bag of money. And now you're perfectly leveraged, then you're fine. And you still have all that stuff that you had before, So I think if that's the case, regardless, I think Floyd probably may be forced to do it the way.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.